Hello students, we have completed our first part of chapter number 7, Programming in Visual Basic. So in the last class, we have done Visual Basic data types. There are two types of data types. One is numeric data types and the other is the non-numeric data types. And the storage space required by each of the data types, we have also seen in a table, in table number 1 on page number 127 of the textbook, different data types and the storage required for the data types and the category name. That is either it may be for numeric or non-numeric. Then managing the variables. In managing the variables, we have done the general rules. What are the general rules to be followed for naming the variables? And we have seen some examples of, we have also seen some examples of variable names with invalid and valid names. And the reasons for that also we have already done. And declaring the variables, how to declare a variables using the dim statement. Then arithmetic operators in Visual Basics, different arithmetic operators. It is exponential. For exponential we use a caret symbol, and for multiplication we use asterisk. For division we use forward slash. For returning the remainder of an integer, to get the remainder as a result we use the modulus, that is MOD, mod. Then to get the whole number we get to get only the quotient of a division we use the backslash. Okay, and discard the decimal places. Then plus or ampersand sign is used for string concatenation. This also we have already done. Okay, now let's start our second part, that is second video session class of chapter number 7, Programming in Visual Basic. Okay, now till this table number 3, that is arithmetic operators in Visual Basic, we have already done. We have seen this one example also, and the mathematical functions which is used, and the operators used for the mathematical functions also we have already done. Now let's continue our second part of this video session with the topic assigning values to variables. Now we can assign values to a variable. Okay, there are two types of variables. One is the numeric variables and the other one is the non-numeric variables. Okay, let's see what are these numeric variables and non-numeric variables. Now after declaring variables, it is very important that each variable is assigned an appropriate value. Numeric variables are assigned numbers as values. As the name itself identifies that numeric variables means it assigns only values with numbers. Okay, numeric variables are assigned numbers as values, and whereas non-numeric variables are assigned string or text as values. On non-numeric variables, we assign text or strings as values, and it will be under this double quotation. Okay, double quote. Now examples of assignment statements are as follows: marks underscore in underscore English equal to 55. Then S name equal to Rahul. Now Rahul is a string, so it is given in double quotation here. Marks is in number, numeric, so it is assigned as numeric variable. This is assigned as non-numeric variables. Then total value, value 1 plus value 2 plus value 3, it is also number, so it will assign as numeric variables. Now level1.txt equal to my first program. Now it will assign this as non-numeric variables as it is written in text. Okay, these are for assigning values to variables. There are two types of variables. One is numeric variables and another one is non-numeric variables. In numeric variables we assign numbers only, and in non-numeric variables we assign string as well as text. Okay. Now the non-numeric variables are also called alphanumeric. Now in sometimes we use both alphabet and numbers. Okay, that time we use these non-numeric values. Okay, so non-numeric values are also called alphanumeric. Alpha means alphabet and numeric means numbers. Alphanumeric, both numbers and alphabets. Alphanumeric values, and they are also enclosed in double quote. Double quote means what? double inverted comma. Okay, likewise it is shown in this example here. Level1.txt equal to double quotation, okay, opening double quote, then my first program closing double quote here, like this. Now let's see an example here. Let us create a Visual Basic application to find out percentage of marks. Now let us create a Visual Basic application to find out percentage of marks. Now to do so, follow the steps given below. Now step number 1, open a new form and name it percentage. Now we will open a new form and name it as percentage. And step number 2, add the following controls to the form. 7 level controls are to be used. 1 to display percentage in examination. 1 is to display percentage in examination. Okay. Then the 5 labels control to display for different marks. For 5 different subjects, we have to display 5 different marks. For that we use 5 level controls and 1 more level control to display the percentage. After calculating the percentage, we have to use 1 more level to display the percentage marks after calculation. Okay. Now 5 text box controls to enter marks of 5 different subjects. For these 5 label controls to display different marks, we use 5 text box controls to enter marks. We have to enter the marks manually. Okay, manually we have to enter the marks of 5 different subjects. For that we need 5 text box controls. One button control will be required. Let's see here. Now these are all same. Okay, I'll just say one of these, and these are all almost same. Okay. Now set the properties of the control as follows. Level number 1, text equal to my percentage in examination. Now font, you can make any font. Microsoft Sans Serif, bold, and the font size is 22. Microsoft Sans Serif means this is a font face. This is a script of the text whichever you have chosen. And we are making the text as bold. You can make it as bold or you can make it as regular also. So my percentage in mark is just like a topic, okay, heading. So we make it as bold and a little bigger. The text we make the text a little bigger. That is the size of the text we make it as 22. Now next is the first subject. Enter marks in English. Now the sense is same as before. That is Microsoft Sans Serif. Now the text we make it regular. We are entering the marks. Now the size also we reduce it to 11 only. Likewise, we enter the marks for maths also, science also, social science, and Hindi. For 5 different subjects, we enter the marks. Then calculate percentage. Sans Serif, bold, we make it bold again. Then we make the font size as 12. Now level 7, text blank. We make a text as blank. Microsoft Sans Serif, bold 20, active border, fixed 3D. Now why we make this level 7 blank, we will know afterward. Now when you do a blank level, don't forget to set the auto size property to false. Now look here, my percentage in marks, we make the font size as 22 before here. You can see here 22, make it bold. Okay, font face is, all the font faces are same, that is Microsoft Sans Serif, but my percentage in marks in level 1, we make the font size as 22 and make the text as bold. So it comes like this, a little bigger. And this is font 11, 11, 11, 11. All these are 11 for all different 5 subjects. Okay, and we make the text as regular also. Then for this calculate percentage, just now we have done calculate percentage. We make a little bigger than the entered marks. That is the text we make it for entering the marks is 11, but here the size of the calculate percentage is 12 and make it bold also. That is why it is come like this, calculate percentage. And in level 7 we make it blank, but don't forget to set the auto size property to false. Okay, now let's see here. Next is, now we have to double click on the percentage, so we have to enter the command. Quote tab will open and the cursor blinks between private sub and end sub. type the code, we have to use the dim statement, dim mark1, comma, marks2, marks3, marks4, marks5 as integer, as all these are numbers. Then marks1 equal to textbox.txt. We have to enter like this for 5 different subjects. In level 7, what we have to do is we have to add all these 5 subjects divided by, suppose we take as full mark for each subject is 100, so 5 marks will be 500, so it will be divided by 500 into, we are calculating the percentage, so it will be multiplied by 100. Then save the project by clicking on the file menu and then save all. Click on debugging. You can click on the start debugging button here or press F5 to run the program. F5 means what? From the keyboard. From at the topmost row of your keyboard, there will be keys naming F1 to F12. Those keys are known as function keys. Okay, F1 to F12, F1, F2, F3 up to F12. Those keys are known as function keys. Now from there you have to choose this F5 to run the program. Okay, F5 means don't simply press on F and 5 on F letter and 5 number like this separately. This is from the topmost row of the keyboard. Topmost row of your keyboard, there will be keys naming F1 to F12. From there you have to choose this F5. Those keys are known as function keys. Then enter marks for all the 5 subjects and click on calculate percentage button, and you have to click on here like this, calculate percentage button. You have to enter all the marks of the 5 different subjects, and after that you have to click on the calculate percentage. Automatically these we have put blank. Okay, so here you will show your percentage automatically because we have already used the port here. Understood? Now create a BB application to add 3 numbers. Likewise, we have just done for calculating the percentage of 5 different subjects. Likewise, you can use a BB application to add 3 numbers. Okay, 3 different numbers. You have to enter the 3 numbers and you have to just find the sum of that 3 numbers. Now it is possible to add multiple forms in the same object. It is also possible to add multiple forms in same object. Just click on the new add item tool on the toolbar, then select Windows form option and click add. That's it. Okay. Now the next topic is concatenating 2 strings. Concatenating means what? Concatenating means combining, joining, merging 2 strings into one. Okay, it is possible to add 2 strings and print them as a single string. It is possible to add means to combine or to join 2 strings and print them as a single string. Try the following example to understand this. Now let's see the example here. Now example number 2. Create the following interface shown in figure number 3. In VB, write code for click event as suggested. Save and run to get the output. Now here labels. Enter your first name, enter your second name. The first name and second name in the text boxes, it will be entered by you, by us. Okay. Then these 2 names will be joined, will combine together. This is the first string, this is the second string. First string and second string will combine and it will display the full name. That is known as concatenating 2 strings. The first name is known as the first string, second string. 2 strings will be concatenated into 1 string. Now let's see here. The code is private sub button click 1 by value sender as now system dot object comma by value e as system event argument hurdles button 1 dot click. Now label 13.txt equal to my full name is plus. We are concatenating here. For concatenating, we use this combining. We use this plus sign or the ampersand. We use plus here. Text box 1 is here dot txt plus. We give a space between text box 1 and text box 2. Then we give a space here. This is a white space. Double inverted comma is there. Between these double quotes, there is a space here, white space. Okay, plus text box 2. n sub. Now here first name, second name, first name is Sima, second name is Sim. That is Sima Singh, right? So Sima is the first string and Singh is the second string. It will concatenate it into one string. That is my full name is Sima. Now we give here a space here. So Sima and Singh, between Sima and Singh there will be a white space here. That is white space means what? Blank space. Space will be given here because we use this double quote and we give a space here. Okay, like this we can concatenate two strings. Now after this, let's see the next topic. And next topic is constraints. Now let's see what are constraints. Constraints are different from variables. Now these constraints are totally different from variables. The value of a constraint does not change when you run a program. Now these constraints, the value of these constraints will not be changed, will remain fixed throughout the program. Okay, when you run the program, throughout the program, it will not be changed. Now let's see how it is not changed, how it is fixed. The syntax to declare constraints is as follows. The syntax is given here. We have to write for constraint, we have to write const, const. Okay, then constraint name you have to write as data type. Equal to value, you have to write the value here. Now for example, constraint pi as single equal to 3.142. That is, the value of a pi is 3.142. Okay, once you define as constraint, once you define this pi as constraint, the value of this pi, that is 3.142, will not be changed throughout the program. It will remain constant, it will remain fixed throughout the program. Whenever we use or we call for this pi, it will give the value this, it will give the value 3.142. Constant num as integer equal to 20. This number also, if we define as constant, it will not be changed. Num will always be 20 and the value of pi will always be 3.142. Okay. Now let's see here, create the interface as shown in figure number 5 given here, form number 1, and write a code for the click event of the button. Note, the code is written within private sub and n sub commands that appear automatically in the code editor window. To enter the code in editor, you can double click on the command button for which the event is to be programmed. Now let's see the example here. Create the interface as shown in figure number 5 and write the code for the click event on the button. Now note that the code is written within private sub and n sub commands that appear automatically in the code editor window. To enter the code editor, you can double click on the command button for which the event is to be programmed. Now enter the number of panes solved. Now we are calculating the number of panes solved. Okay, here we are writing a code here. Now to calculate the total cost of the number of panes solved, what we have to do, we have to first find the price of each pane. So the price of each pane is fixed as 25. Now here we are defining, we have written a code here, constraint. Constraint means what? It will be fixed throughout the program. Constraint cost per pane as single equal to 25. Okay, that is price of each pane will be 25. Level 12.txt equal to cost per pane into textbox1.txt. In textbox 1, this is a textbox 1. Cost per pane is rupees 25. That is, the price of one pane is rupees 25 into, okay, the price of a pane into total number of pane. Now enter the number of panes solved. This is the textbox1.txt. That is, we have to enter the number of pane here. So number of pane multiplied by the cost of a pane. It will give the total cost of the pane solved. Okay. Like this, in this example, the number of the cost of per pane, that is a cost of a pane, cost of one pane is fixed as 25. At that time, this 25 will be fixed. This is fixed. And this textbox1.txt which we have to enter, there is a number of pens solved. We can change this. Sometimes you can enter 100. If you enter 100 here, 25 into 100, there is how much? 250. Now if you enter here, or no, if you enter here 100, there is 2500. If you enter here 10, then 25 into 10, there is 250. If you enter here 100, there is 25 into 100 equal to 2500. Like this, the number of pens solved and the cost of a pen will be multiplied. So the cost of per pen will be fixed as constant here. Got it? This time we have to use this constant. Now here the output screen for form number 1 is given here. Enter a number of pens solved, that is we have entered here 45. Then 25 into 45 will give 1125. That is the total cost of 45 pens is 1125. Correct? Because the cost of a pen is 25 and this is the number of pens solved, that is 45. So 25 into 45 is 1125. This will be the total cost of 45 pens. Like this, at this time we can use this constant. That is constant. Now after this constant, let's see the next topic, that is conditional operators. Now in conditional operator, what we have to do is we have to see a condition whether we can apply these. A condition will be given. If it is true, then we will return some value. If it is false, then we will return some value. Okay, a condition will be. Now let's see here. In QBasic, you learn the branching and looping concepts of programming, where a program can make decisions on the basis of the user input. To control the flow of a program in Visual Basic, you can use different type of conditional operators. There is table number 4 shows conditional operators and how they respond to different conditions. Now the conditional operators is shown here, and according to these conditional operator, what are the different response is also given here in table number 4. There is conditional operators in Visual Basic. Now let's see here. Less than. Now this operator is, if this operator is true, if some expression like expression 1 is less than expression 2, expression 1 is less than expression 2, then it will return the value true. If expression 1 is greater than or it may be equal to expression 2, then the condition will be false. Okay, some condition is given here. Expression 1 is less than, some condition is given here. According to that condition, if expression 1 is less than expression 2, then it is, obviously it is true, so it will return the value true. If it is false, that is expression 1 is not less than, that is greater than or is equal to expression 2, then will return the value false here. Likewise, in less than or equal to also, if expression 1 is less than or equal to expression number 2, will return the value true. True if expression 1 is less than or equal to expression 2, because it is a condition here. But it will be false if expression 1 is greater than expression number 2. Greater than expression 1, true if expression 1 is greater than expression 2. If this condition, this operator greater than will be true if the expression 1 is greater than expression 2, and it will be false if expression 1 is less than or equal to expression number 2. Obviously, if expression 1 is less than or equal to expression number 2, then it will be false, because the condition given here is greater than expression 1 will be greater than expression number 2. Then greater than equal to also same, and equal to also same, equal to expression number 1. If expression 1 is equal to expression 2, then it is true. If it's false, only when expression 1 is not equal to expression number 2. This is a symbol for not equal to, okay? Not equal to. So this not equal to is also used. If expression 1 is not equal to expression 2, then it is true. Then if it is false only if expression 1 is equal to expression number 2, because the condition is not equal to. The condition here given is not equal to, that is expression 1 is not equal to expression 2. That means it will be false only when expression 1 is equal to expression number 2. This is opposite for this and this is opposite for this. Okay. Now, with the help of conditional operators, you can only compare numbers. With the help of conditional operators, you cannot only compare numbers, but you can compare strings too. Not only the numbers. Okay, using these conditional operators, not only the numbers, but we can compare strings also. For example, A is less than B, B is less than C, C is less than D, D is less than E, E is less than F, and so on. Okay, so the uppercase letters are less than lowercase letters. So the uppercase letters are less than lowercase letter, and numbers are less than letters. Numbers are, we should know that uppercase letters, that is capital letters, are less than lowercase letters, that is small letters, and numbers are less than letters. You should also keep this in mind. You can underline this. Letters are less than lowercase, uppercase letters are less than lowercase letters, and numbers are less than letters. You can underline from here to here. Okay. And this also, for example, A is less than B, B is less than C, like this. So capital A will be less than capital B, capital B will be less than capital C will be less than capital D, like this. Okay. Now after these logical conditional operators, we use these logical operators. Now there are some conditions where not on where we have to use, we have to make certain decisions, we have to take certain certain actions. That time we cannot use only conditional, we cannot use only conditional operators alone. Okay, only conditional operator is not sufficient at that time. That time what we have to use? We have to use additional operators or logical operators. Now sometimes you have to make more than one comparisons before you can make a decision or take action. Now sometimes we have to use more than one comparison. Only one comparison is not enough. There is only one conditional operator is not enough. We have to use two conditional operators. So how can we use these two conditional operators? We can use these two conditional operators using logical operators. Okay. So in such case, using conditional operators alone is not sufficient. So at that time, using the conditional operator alone is not sufficient. In this case, we need to use additional operators called logical operators. Now table 5 shows logical operators. Now there are 4 logical operators shown here. The first logical operator is AND. Both sides must be true. Okay, this AND, if this AND operator is used, this AND operator will be used between two conditions. Here to the left, one condition will be there, and to the right also one condition will be there. So one condition here and one condition here. Condition 1 and condition 2. This is the logical operators. Okay. So what does this AND operator says, or what does this AND operator do is condition 1 and condition 2 will be given here. Now both sides must be true. That is, this condition 1 must also be satisfied and this condition 2 must also be satisfied. Now when both the conditions are satisfied, only when it will return the true value. If you use this AND operator. Okay, if you use this AND operator, what does this AND operator does is, here we use two conditions, condition 1 here and condition 2 here. Condition 1 and condition 2, like this. So this condition 1 should be true and this condition 2 must also be true for using this AND operator to be true. If condition 1 is true and condition 2 is also true, then it will return the value true. But if condition 1 is false and condition 2 is true, then one of these is false, so it will return the value false. Here also, if condition 2 is false and condition 1 is true, it will return the value false. Only when condition 1 and condition 2 both the conditions are satisfied, that only at that time only it will return the value true if you use this AND operator. And what about this OR operator? Is the opposite of this AND operator. You can say the opposite of AND operator, because in while using this OR operator, condition 1 or condition 2, if one of these condition is true, either it may be condition 1 is true and condition 2 is false, then you will return true. If condition 2 is true and condition 1 is false, then also it will return true, because either of these condition 1 or 2, any one can be true. One side or other must be true. That is, condition 1 is true, then true. Condition 2 is also true, then true. Both condition 1 and condition 2 are true, then it will also return the true value. It will return the false value only when both the conditions, condition 1 and condition 2, are not satisfied. If this condition 1 and condition 2 are not satisfied, then only it will return the value false. Okay. Then XOR. One or the other side must be true but not both. That is, condition 1 may be true or condition 2 may be true, like in the OR condition. But if both the conditions are true, then it will return false value. One or the other side must be true but not both. Condition 1 may be true, condition 2 may be true also, but not both. Here in OR condition, if both the conditions are true also, it will return the value true. But in XOR, okay, if you apply this XOR operator, if both the condition 1 and 2 are true, then it will return false. It will return true only when one of the condition, that is either condition 1 or either condition 2 is true. What about this NOT operator? This NOT operator is like a negative, okay, negative sign in your mathematics. That means NOT means what? NOT operator means not true. Some condition is given. If it is not true, then it will return the value true. Some condition is given. If it is not true, then it is true. If it is true, then it will give the false value. Okay. So these are the logical operators: AND, OR, XOR, and NOT. And NOT. NOT is also there. NOR, like XOR. That is XOR, XOR, like NOR. NOT is also there. Then NOT is there. Then NAND is there. That is NAND. NAND is there. There are some other logical operators also available. Some logical operators are also there, but in your book is given only 4 logical operators, that is AND, OR, XOR, and NOT. Okay. Okay, students, for today let's do it till here only. That is logical operators. Now in the next class, let's continue with the if-then statements. Okay, the topic if-then statements. Let's do in the next class. Today, let's end it here. Okay, students, stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy.